At Neyveli, we have two large mines, open cast mines producing around 11 million tons of lignite. Incidentally, Neyveli is the largest open cast mine in Asia. The lignite thus produced is used in power stations for generating power and also for carbonizing briquettes in the briquetting carbonization plant. What are the salient features of this mine and the power station? We are consistently producing lignite at an optimum level of efficiency and in many cases beyond the capacity utilization, almost in some cases sometimes around 114%. Similarly, in the power sector, the first thermal power station having worked clocked more than 150,000 hours and completed around 25 years, is producing again generating electricity at peak efficiency with the plant load factor around 73 to 75%. This company has been consistently winning for the last so many years the productivity awards for this purpose. Similarly, in thermal station 2, we have added 3 units of 210 megawatts in the last within 3 years. The salient features are that in project management, we have succeeded in commissioning these units ahead of schedule as compared to the targets. For example, the last unit which we commissioned was done within 17 months of the drum lifting. As per the national standards, of course, is around 20 to 22 months. It is the involvement of people. It is not only the dedication, it's more than that, it's a commitment which was entirely responsible for this commissioning of these power stations, timely commissioning, in some cases commissioning ahead of the schedule. Similarly, the performance and the carbonization plant and fertilizer plant have also been above average and above normal, and the capacity utilization almost 100% in case of fertilizer and around 85% in case of B and C. Here again, the work culture of Neyveli plays a very important role. The employee at Neyveli works not only for his wages, he works with a commitment for the excellent performance of the company. He feels proud. Therefore, one need not tell him to work specifically. This has been, in my opinion, one of the main reasons responsible for the success of this company. We have in this connection, elsewhere I shall be expanding this, introduced also a system which we have institutionalized for passing on this work culture from senior to junior, because for the survival of this company in future, this is something very important. It is not that we are only good in the field of production, productivity and profitability. Well, we are doing very well. We are doing more than 100%, as I told you. The profits are 76 crores if figures have any meaning. We have added around 20-25 crores in the last 3 years. It is something beyond that we are doing. Concern for the community, concern for the people, the human approach, concern for the villagers living around us. As a part of our activities in looking after the health of the villagers surrounding Neyveli, we have organized a monthly health camp in each of these villages. Around 2,000 villages are examined by a team of doctors, around 15 from Neyveli, and on many occasions we distribute medicines, tonic, etc., to the extent of around 40 to 50,000 rupees a month to these villagers. As mentioned earlier, any villager requiring outdoor treatment in our hospital is given that facility, and on an average around 3,000-4,000 patients from these villages are given free treatment. And as a matter of fact, the hospital records indicate that more than 3 lakh villagers have been attended to by this hospital right from its inception. We also have a camp for detection of leprosy. Unfortunately, in this particular district, this disease is endemic and people are really not aware of the details. Therefore, we lay special emphasis on detection of this disease, particularly in the early stages, and arrange for its treatment. Also, we provide treatment for the polio-stricken children in these villages. Last year, we had a free operation camp when around 205 children, polio-stricken children, were brought, operated, provided calipers and other equipment needed, like this whatever for the physically handicapped people, that was provided to them free of cost. This is so far the health care is concerned. Now, let us come to the basic thing, livelihood, irrigation. There has been complaints earlier about the general drought condition. A visit to Neyveli environment would disprove this, because we are providing water to irrigate around 25,000 hectares of land, covering around 30 to 32 villages surrounding Neyveli. What does this mean in terms of cultivation? Around 25 lakh quintals of sugar cane and around 8 lakh quintals of paddy being harvested every year with the help of water provided by Neyveli free of cost. Perhaps if the state government or any agency has to implement the scheme, they would have to incur a recurring expenditure of almost around 50 lakhs rupees per annum. Beyond this, we provide also the educational facilities. Our schools are open. We have around 32 schools, and therefore, any of these children wanting to study, we keep our schools open. We do provide employment facilities by giving some priority to them. But of course, in a company like Neyveli, which is getting modernized, where productivity is going up and employment opportunities are somewhat restricted and limited. At Neyveli, while we have employed around 3,500 to 4,000 executives, we have also given due attention to employment of women engineers. I would rather say that we have been encouraging the women engineers to join us than giving them only preference. Our experience in the last 3 years has been very good. The young women engineers coming out of the institution and undergoing training have rendered an excellent account of their performance, capability, etc. At Neyveli, we have also been giving due attention to women's welfare apart from recruitment of women employees. For example, the ladies club here has been getting continuously encouragement from the management, and the ladies club in turn have been launching various important projects, not only for the welfare of the woman, but also for the welfare of the society. They do organize classes, training classes for women and young girls, teaching them typewriting, teaching them tailoring, etc. They run schools for the mentally handicapped. They also run some other institutions providing useful and gainful employment to destitute women in this area. They also visit the villages around and they help the doctors in the monthly health camp at various villages surrounding Neyveli.
Pause. Sir, I want you.
At Neyveli, we believe in giving due importance to women, and as a matter of fact, we have women engineers, women doctors, women executives, women employees, and also, last but not the least, the housewives who, beyond the normal call of duty as the housewife, render lot of yeoman service for the community. At Neyveli, our motto is in pursuit of excellence. We want to do everything excellently. We just do not want to settle down to anything which is second best. This has been responsible for all our achievements in the last few years. How are we doing this? The first thing is the management by trust and not management by mistrust. Due delegation of authority, and in some cases more than what is normally considered necessary. This is possible only if there is trust. There has also been motivation from the top and various other levels. The work culture of Neyveli has been the devotion, dedication, commitment, mostly among the senior officers, and it is they who take all efforts to part with this work culture, to inculcate this work culture, work ethics amongst the juniors through a well organized introduced system known as mentor protege system. Every workman of Neyveli, while he feels proud about the achievement involved, any visitor to this company has told me this, that to anybody you talk to, he is proud about the company. He is equally concerned about the company. For example, when there had been slight delay in commissioning of some of the power units, you could find the employees attended to the work day and night without being told to do so. This has been the achievement of this project, that commitment to work and feeling genuinely proud about the achievement. That is the involvement. It is something beyond the salary that they draw or work for the money. This has been mainly responsible and for the all-round achievement of this company, not only in the field of production, productivity, profitability, but in the field of education, culture, community development, sports, everything. What we have achieved at Neyveli till now perhaps may be considered almost nothing compared to what we have to do in the next 12 years. The task ahead of us is stupendous. From the present 1,230 megawatts, we have to take it to 4,000 megawatts. And this is a must if we have to meet the growing power shortage and demand in the southern region. For this purpose, in my opinion, lignite is the only available option and there is no other go. And I am very confident that by 2080, Neyveli Lignite Corporation will have a very important role in taking the national economy to commanding heights. In order to ensure this growth, it is absolutely necessary for us to concentrate on the development of the villages surrounding us. We have conducted a survey, we have prepared a perspective plan. There are about 65 villages involved. There are more than around 6,000 families involved. We have to prepare a rehabilitation scheme for them. We also have to take care of their health. We have to take care of the education. Therefore, at Neyveli, when we prepared a perspective plan, we have also incorporated the rural development plan as a part of this plan. This is needed for our sheer survival, as otherwise Neyveli as an island of prosperity cannot continue to remain so if it is going to be surrounded by poverty conditions of the villages.